Grandma and Papa's bed starting to show color everywhere. They got all their tomato plants over there. I'm real happy with the way our peas are starting to look. They're real nice and green now. We actually harvested lettuce yesterday and can't tell too much difference. I would like it to be a lot more than what it is, but glad to get something out of it. Here's Micah's little green onions that he planted from the store-bought onions. We got store-bought green onions. We ate them. We took the ends and we stuck them back in the ground and they're regrowing. And we did several holes of it. So there's another one regrowing right there. And there are some flowers coming up. Yay! Yay, I'm excited about that. We planted a bunch of flowers all over the place in here to not cover, but make up where stuff's not growing. So like this patch that's kind of bare. Actually, I don't think I did it there. This batch that's bare, it's got a few things, but I came in and put flowers. So just did that here and there. It's good for the, put some flowers up in there. It's good for the plants. It's good for your mental health. But Anna, she came through and planted all of these the other day, and there's a flower coming up there, and there's one there. So she did all the way down, I think 2 different flowers. She did nasturtiums, marigolds, and then she was supposed to have planted cowpeas, but I don't see any cowpeas coming up. It actually looks like the flowers are in almost every bed. I wonder if she planted the flowers on top of the cowpeas. But we got more flowers right there going to come up. Don't see any yet. And I think that's what I did in this bed. And I put some more in the half bed over here. You know, this one half back this way is Grandma and Papa's. And this half's up here is ours. I did, in between the ground cherries and the peppers, I put sunflowers. I think I see one. I do. Well, no, hold on, that's a ground cherry. Just kidding. They're not up yet. What, baby?
So I have 3 bricks of onions.
You have 3 bricks of onions?
And one here and one here.
Well, good.
So there's one there, one here, and one there.
Yeah, and then Josiah planted a brick somewhere too.
Of onions?
Yeah, I think this is his brick right here. It's kind of covered up. I don't remember. One of these bricks. Oh, this one's Joe's. His is starting to grow too.
Yeah.
And Anna put a flower in there with his. That'll be all right. So let's see, what else? You see all the mushrooms?
What, Mama?
That means the soil, or not soil, well, of course the soil, but the wood chips. They're alive. They're doing what they're supposed to. They got the fungus growing to break it down. As soon as the sun hits, these mushrooms will dry. But every morning, as long as there's some dew, they sprout up and look real trendy out there.
Mama.
Happy about this basil. It's starting to grow good. Do what?
Look, this pea and then that one over there.
Let me see.
This one,
Yep,
and
we
then
got a
that-
pea. You're right. There's one
2.
over there. There's probably a bunch more than that if you start looking
Yeah,
around.
see, there's one there, there's one there.
And then we got flowers. I planted all right there. And then I came in here, planted all right there. It's really technically too close, but there's not a whole lot of lettuce going on up there. And there's not a whole lot of lettuce going on right there. And that Mizuna's not doing really good. So I'm just filling in where either I'm thinking stuff might not do good, or if it's stuff I think is going to be gone soon. So like in the other bed, I came up by the radishes, and because the radishes will be gone soon, and planted by the flowers by them, even though it's kind of close. So the yellowing absolutely is not because of hot or cold fluctuations that we had earlier. So these radishes that came up looking so nice, it's now turning yellow, and they haven't been having any of the cold weather hit them like all of our tomatoes and everything before. So I think that is definitely something with the soil. I'm not sure what, because there's several, of course nitrogen, but there's lots of different like calcium and all kind of other minerals that can make your plants go yellow. And so I'm not sure what's causing all that, but I was a little frustrated because these came up so beautiful and so strong, and then now to be turning yellow, I'm afraid and hoping we don't get the same problem we have with the other radishes where they just don't produce. So hopefully that's not the issue that we're going to experience this time.
Mama?
I'm real happy with my carrots so far. The kids have been eating them when they're super tiny and babyish, but they said that they taste real good. But they look real pretty in the morning dew. Lettuce, I wish it was growing better than it is, but at least what's there is pretty. It's not turning yellow, so I'm happy with that. What you doing, Micah? Getting my peas. The peas I can't eat, so they're y'all's, but
And can I eat
are they good?
this one?
They sweet?
Or
You like them? You'd eat them for breakfast?
I
Say that again.
I eat 100 of them for breakfast, and I would. Mama, that's a pea. No, that's a leaf.
That's a leaf, but you can eat the leaf. They taste like peas. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. But don't start picking a bunch because then our plants will die. Just one here or there sometimes.
I would eat these whole bushes full of peas.
You would.
It's good, Mama.
You think so?
Yeah.
Good.
I need another.
One more. And that's all. I don't want y'all to eat all my leaves.
I would.
I know you would.
I want to. I
I
want
know.
more. I want more, Mama.
Go to a different plant and you can have one more.
Here.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
Do it with your fingernail like I showed you.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that a good breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like these. Are so yummy.
Good.
I like.
We were actually out here in the dark last night trying to finish planting all the flowers all the way down, so that should be real pretty. We went and replanted the peppers that didn't come up, and there was, let's see, three tomatoes on the back and 2 tomatoes on the front that needed replanted. We decided to do the seed again. So we'll be able to compare if our other tomatoes grew slowly because of the ground or they grew slowly because of stress of the cold and the cups not being enough. So we'll be able to see what happens with that. You can see green starting to come up all over. I'm super excited.
Can you show them my arugula?
Yeah, I can show them your arugula, but I want to show our asparagus. That makes me excited. See the little baby asparagus? They are so neat. They're tiny. They are tiny, but these will fern out, and then depending on if it's a male or a female, they'll end up actually getting berries on them. But that will put the energy into the roots for growing for next year. The oric over there is starting to look good. It's starting to get its first set of true leaves. Actually, that one right there is doing really good. But we got little asparaguses all over now. The salad Bernay is starting to look real good. It looks real pretty with the water drops on it. I don't know if it's focusing on that or the wood chips, but we got, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you can actually see green all the way down now from that. And I'm a little impatient. We came in here yesterday and in between the strawberries, put a spot for dwarf marigolds. So in between each one. So really that's only given 6 inches to each strawberry plant, but they really need the full foot for later because of when they expand. So I think this year it'll be all right. But we got little bitty strawberry plants coming up. All of them are not up yet, but majority of them are. Actually on Soraya, she had like 20 something the other day, and now she only has 18. So I don't know if they got damaged during watering or with a really, really hot sunniness. Don't know what happened to those.
This one still looks good, Mama.
Yep, we'll look at that in a minute. So all the carrots and the radishes right there are doing good. I'll show you. They are starting to turn a little yellow over here too, but they're promising because you can see that one's already starting to develop its radish. That one over there is starting to develop its radish. So I'm still hopeful that these will be ready in 18 days. That's what I hope for. So this whole section here is where we had the cups over the ground cherries, and none of them came up over here because I think it's because the compost was mounded up, and so the water was running down and the tops were drying out in their surface zone. But Micah came in here and replanted, and we're watering, and hopefully they'll sprout. We had a family emergency, and we're gonna have to leave tomorrow, and so hopefully between when we planted them and tomorrow, the last watering, all of the stuff that we've got out here, hopefully we'll get enough water to sprout. But anyway, so hopefully those will come back up, and that will be nice. If not, it'll be sad because that was the last of our seed pack, but I'm hoping they'll come up.